Hey there, what's up YouTube? So, it's Red. I don't know if you can kind of tell, but I've been sick. That's why my vlog is a little bit later than the event was, but it was a pretty good event. I would say I really liked the event. However, I didn't really like the outcome. I was a little upset. So first, let's talk about the MLG Full Sail event. So first of all, okay, you have all these teams coming over from Gfinity. They're all coming from London, so they're tired, and I just don't know what happened. I mean, you have them all coming from London, so they're obviously jet lagged. You know, some of the teams went home. I know that Complexity didn't go home. They went straight to Florida and hung out in Florida. So I just want to dive right into it. You know, obviously Complexity won. Of course, I predicted right. Of course, Complexity was going to win. However, I really want to talk about some people that actually showed up. I mean, guys, Optic. Did you guys watch that? I mean, the finals? I'm still shocked that they showed up. I mean, I don't know if they saw my vlog or not, but, you know, obviously ranting about them on my last vlog really helped them because they did a lot better than they did at Gfinity. So, I'm extremely happy for that. Now, I don't really have that much of a voice. I'm trying to talk as loud as possible so that you guys can hear it because I don't have that much of a voice. But, yeah, okay, so I don't even know where to begin. So, Unite. They lost to Optic twice. Okay? So, Optic, it's just like, where have you been? It took the last MLG Black Ops 2 event for you to show up. Like, literally, it took you the last event to show up. I don't understand. But I'm glad you did show up, obviously. But the fact that it took you till the last one, I don't understand. But I'm really glad you showed up. It made me proud to be an Optic fan. However, you know, you guys know I'm still a very big Complexity fan. However, I will say this about them. Their attitudes lately, a few of them, you know, some of the stuff that Aches said in the interview right after they beat Optic the first time, some of the stuff he said just kind of made me lose a little bit of respect for him. However, I'm still a huge Complexity fan, but just their attitudes lately, I don't know. They're not liking them too much. But it's okay. I mean, they have been winning, but again, you're not supposed to let the winning get to your head. Now, I want to talk about Unite. Okay, guys, I don't know if you guys remember, but I did predict that I thought maybe Unite could take this event. However, you know, they did get kicked out early the last time, but the fact that they didn't show up to Full Sail, you know, because I've been following them on Twitter, and they were saying, yeah, we're so ready, we're gonna take this, and, you know, we're ready. They weren't. Honestly, better with Imbos. I'm just gonna put that out there. It's so much better with Imbos. You know, I have nothing against Killa, but, I mean, he's a really good player, but he's not good for Unite. You know, the casters picked, I don't know if you would call it the perfect time or the worst time to listen in to the team speak of Unite because of the fact that, you know, you heard Parasite and Killa arguing and everyone was arguing about all this. They were arguing about stuff that, you know, didn't even matter anymore at this point because they were still playing in the game. And that kind of left them vulnerable because they were arguing amongst each other, and it's like, save it for after the game. I think they would have had a really good shot against Optic if they had put their heads in the game and stopped arguing amongst each other. So, honestly, better with Imbos. I think that if they had had Imbos, they would have taken this event. However, Complexity still looking really strong. So, Clayster, he really picked it up these last two events. Usually he's the one that's on the bottom. A few of the times he was on the top. He was really making some good plays. And obviously Crim6, but Aches actually pulled it out for this MLG Full Sail event. So I was really shocked. Crim6 showed up to Gfinity, and then we get to Florida, and Ace is just like, we're in America, let's go. And so it was him that picked it up. However, TP he surprised me. He is the OBJ player, but he was still doing more kills than they were. There was one match where he was on top. However, I will say this. Optic, I'm really glad that they were able to take one map away from Complexity, because I know they were going for a score of getting none lost, but they did lose one to Optic, so I was really happy about that. And it was a hardpoint, which was really good, because Complexity is really strong on hardpoint. However, Optic, you were 5-0 against Complexity in S&D, and they come back and beat you 6-5. How does that happen? Okay, I just don't understand. Okay, I've had that in a public match, but to have that at an event, I just don't understand. However, again, props to you guys. Big Timer, that was a really good play with the van. You had some really smart plays. That was really good. JCap, you were doing some really good plays. And your team speak, when we listened in, it was kind of interesting, I'm not gonna lie. I usually don't hear any of the players cussing. So when they put it on Optic, and all of a sudden all you hear is Nate Shot go, "Stay in fucking red," and he's like cussing up a storm. Like, he dropped the F-bomb so many times. I was just like, oh my god. I'm not used to hearing players cuss, especially not when we're podcast listening, but yeah, it was funny. Like, it really was something different, and I really liked it. So, but it just shows, that they are real players. Complexity, though, I swear they're like a bunch of robots that are like trained machines. Like, I just don't understand. They're just so good. I don't understand. It works for them, but alright, Dallas. Huge disappointment. Okay, there were so many good teams there, and so the person that won, I just don't understand. Envious. What were you thinking? You just came from Gfinity, and you're playing amongst these noob teams. Not really noob, obviously, but they're teams that, weren't invited to Gfinity. Okay, they are not taken that seriously, and obviously, I need to take them seriously now, because they won, and where were you? You got eliminated, okay? TK, what the hell? I just don't understand why all these good teams that I predicted were gonna take it didn't. I don't understand. Dallas, I don't want to talk about you too much because you were a huge disappointment to me. So I think Vanquish won. I keep wanting to call them Vitality, but I think it's Vanquish, but I think I want to call them Vitality all the time. But what I don't get is that you had to go to a best of 5 again. You had one more map. You couldn't pull it together to get that one map. Come on. Huge disappointment. I don't know what happened. There was a curse going on somewhere around there, because all these teams that are so good acted like they were in pub matches. Just such a huge disappointment for me. But alright, that's gonna be it for me. I will catch you guys at the next event to do another vlog. So yeah, you too. Stay fucking chill.